So 93,137. So please come back to this. So for the sake of the lecture, I just using 90,000. So I'm talking about at 14%. Earlier I did 12%. So what does the journal entry signify? This corporation received how much cash today?
90,000.
90K. And what's the bonds certificate says?
100.
Something not adding up. Where's 100? Where's the missing 10,000? Where's the missing 10,000? Would you please come back to the class? Okay, thank you. Where's the 10,000?
Shouldn't it be in the middle with the
What is the 10,000?
discount on bonds?
We are getting cash 90 today, but we are promising 100,000.
So we're giving a $10,000 discount, right?
Right, so what's the $10,000? Where is it?
It's right under the cash.
Right under the cash? We never received that 10,000. You see that? 90? You never touch, you never smell, you never see.
Yeah.
Well, how about journal entry? Is a journal entry problem? Yes, you cannot have journal entry like this. What's the missing piece? Left hand side, 10,000. So, well, you already said that that's the discount on bonds payable. It's a new account introduced in this chapter. It's a debit side account. But what is that 10,000 represent?
Oh, the additional cost.
But you have to give this $10,000 additional in addition to $90,000 you receive. You never seen this money, 10K. But you are giving back $100,000 later, right? 5 years later. Right here. Right here. 5 years later. So this is above and beyond. So what does this represent? That's what I want to think about, that process into your brain. Because that's what it takes to understand this chapter.
Incentive.
So what's the interest rate that we promised?
12%.
12%. So 12% 5 times, that's not enough to satisfy bondholders, bond investors. So we have to give discount, 90. So this extra $10,000 we have to give them back, even though we got only 90,000. That is extra interest expense. Okay, extra interest expense. But in terms of interest payment, cash payment, how much?
12,000.
12,000. 12%. So at 14%, cash, how much do we have to give? 12K.
14.
Then interest expense has to be more than 12K because extra interest expense. How much more? If we're using straight line, which is not correct, I want to be the first one to say, in straight line amortization is incorrect. Your author also says that. But let's do that first. Because what's the, in my example, I'm just using 90K for the sake of conversation. So 10K is the total extra interest expense over the life of the bond. What's the life of the bond?
5 years.
5 years. So if you're using straight line amortization, 2,000
A year.
per year. So contra liability, some of you said earlier, discount on bonds payable. This number has to go up or down. The first year, down by 2K. So how do you make 10K to 8K?
Subtract 2.
Credit.
Credit. So here's the credit balance 2K. Here's the credit balance of 12K. So interest expense.
Must be 14K.
So how about this journal entry? 5 years later. Is this correct?
Yeah.
That's the payoff.